Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between our visitors and the New England Patriots. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This one fielded at the 5, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Watch it slap. Watch it slip. Free. Right free. Cut. Over. Check 50. Check 43. Shit. Check. Crunch. Switch. Watch twist. Check. Check.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He's crashing. No.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Carson, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch twist. 36. Watch twist. Watch on guard. Say.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Hey, check mine. Watching your five. Man, that's trash. Joker. Switch.
Looking to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Johnson, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. It's Gill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. Gill. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Gurley. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Gill. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Patriots nothing. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm going to come back to you. Jam. Check 3. Switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Hey, switch gears. Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the Patriots' 49-yard line.
Come on, set. Come on, team on. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check it back. Undercut.
On first down, it's Gill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Lucky.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the ship. Check safety.
They'll try the left side. Gill. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On third down, Gill. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Go for it, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Watching the five. Hey, tight. Check 13. Check 13. Alert flare.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the pass.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Keep playing.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Here's Gurley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over. Slam.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 24. Check 24. 6. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, me and you all day. All day. Coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch out. Stand on. He's coming.
They try right side here. Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And a cutback right sideline. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 16-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Alert 3. Switch. Check 3. Hey. Check hot.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 50. Check 50. Check 43. X3. Check.
Now Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They run. It's Gurley. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley's kick is good. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This is taken at his 4.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 yards. Come on. Let's put him on the butt squeeze. Put that beat on the butt. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, check.
Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 97 yards as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Six-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Go, go. Begin.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding.
Let's go, baby.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
36, 32, 57. Go. Go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now Gurley, handoff left. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Ready. Let's go, D. Jump. 57's right. Stop your whining.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll dump this down to Matt Breida. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Patriots take over.
Set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Ricky. SOS. Drive on. Kill. Slam. Check.
On second down now. It's Casey. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 66. Pull it. High. 99. Jam. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Casey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
We got double up. Check 37.
They'll keep it on the ground. Casey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He wasn't ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Undercrush. Go. Check. Lucky.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13 to 10. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Under 10.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Smart. No. Check 26.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Casey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hatchet. 25. Check 25. Back. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Casey. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
I'm coming after you. Check nickel. Check 24.
On 1st down, it's Casey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 3. Check.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's checking. Crash. Check 50. Check 43. Shit. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Hey, watch it. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try the left side. Casey, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This one is right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2-deep coverage, make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
Watch twist. 36. Watch the twist.
Gurley again here on first down. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, This is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Switch.
Now a first throw here in overtime. That'll be complete to Breida. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl, what do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny. But they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. Hunter Henry brings it in. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brings up 4th down.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go with a keeper. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
Chargers first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll try and set something up right with Gurley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Check. Whip. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it. Check 99. Jam. Check 3. Switch. Tight dog.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Casey, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation.
That's it. Big hit.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Here we go. Hey, switch gears. Pick the edge. Come. 55, Mike.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. The Patriots send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Let's go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety move. Safety's creeping. Check it back.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Patriots' 44-yard line.
Come on, set. Mike, 15 on it. 57's the mic. Watch 57. You must be dreaming. Undercrunch.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry. I'd stay with him.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Casey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So that'll back him up 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6.
Hatchet. 25, check 25, check 25. Back. Kill. Hey, check 24, check 24. Showing it. Out.
On 3rd down, Casey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 9. Shift. Slam. Jump.
Here we go on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again they run with Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. Here we go. Mike 55. Drop deep. He's coming. Double up. 66. Pull it. You go tight. Let's hustle.
On 1st down, Carson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
I'm coming after you. Check hot route. Hot. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now a give, right side. It's Casey. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike. Watch it, 5.
Now back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. A gain of 22. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
55. Right there in the middle.
2 minutes to go in overtime. We will keep playing if we need to. We are all tied up.
Check 43. We play to win. Let's go. Ready. Check 55. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Stream. Check. Cross.
They'll run on 1st down. Casey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gain there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. No. Off. Be good.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Casey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down.
Watch twist.
On 3rd down, Casey. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And the kick is good! He got it! And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl! Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season, but right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.